guys, it's Lindsay from Perfectly Bookish, and this is the Animals Rule Books tag. So for this tag, I thought it would be fun to discuss the animals in books because we're always talking about the characters, but I wanted to give the animals some love. I have 9 different categories for this tag. The first one is an animal icon, an animal that you will always remember. I'm going to go with Hedwig from the Harry Potter series. Hedwig! I just love Hedwig's character. Not only is having a pet owl something really cool, but Hedwig is such a good companion for Harry when he's alone at the Dursleys' house. Hedwig is the only friend he has. Hedwig can do cool things like deliver mail, and Hedwig is there to help Harry, and it's just cool to have an owl as a pet. Spoiler alert, but the ending for Hedwig is quite sad. And I will just always remember Hedwig. Number 2 is a badass animal, an animal that goes above and out of their way and is just a hero in their own right. And all I really have to represent this character is this candle for Abraxos. Abraxos is a creature from Sarah J. Maas's series, Thorn of Glass. Manon, who is a witch in that series, has Abraxos, and the witches actually ride these creatures. Abraxos is kind of a beaten down, has broken wings, and I just love Abraxos because he is there for Manon. He fights for her, he protects her, and it's just an animal who's been through some rough situations, but he connects with Manon in such a magical way, and they love each other so much. They're there for each other, and he fights in battle, so he has a soft side, but Abraxos is a badass animal. Number 3 is grumpy, but you love them, an animal who isn't a people person, but there's something special about them. And for that, I am going to go with Church. Church is a cat from the Shadowhunter world. Church was once a person, got turned into a cat, and throughout all the books, you will at one point see Church. And I just think that's cool that through time, Church is there, always there, and well, I'm a cat person, and Church is a grumpy cat. People try to talk to him, interact with him, and Church wants nothing to do with you, but me being a cat person, I would have to try to get Church to like me, and that might make Church grumpier, but I would just have a pull and need to be Church's friend. Number 4 is a shapeshifter, a person who can turn into an animal, and I have 2 for this one, and I am going to go back in the day to Jacob Black for the first one. I was Team Jacob. Jacob can turn into a wolf, and I just think that's a super cool ability to have, and not just a small wolf, a big, bad wolf. And, I mean, turn into a wolf, it's like a big dog, something that you could cuddle with, right? And then I chose Lysandra, and I have this to represent her, a candle, and she is also from the Throne of Glass series. She can change into a different, well, people and animals, and again, I just think it's a cool ability to have, and like Jacob, these characters both use their ability to help others, to fight in battle, and it just also reminds me of when I was younger. I read the Animorph series, or some of the books, and I just always thought it would be so cool to turn into an animal, so I just think that's a really cool ability for these characters to have. Number 5 is a mischievous animal, an animal you have to look out for, and for that I picked the Niffler For those of you who don't know, the Niffler comes from the Fantastic Beasts. And if you don't know what the Fantastic Beasts are, it is like a prequel to Harry Potter. It's in the Harry Potter world, but the main character studies the magical creatures and tries to understand them better. And the Niffler, you can't, well, maybe really tell here, but at least like in the movie, it looks like a platypus, and it has a little pouch like this animal, stuffed animal does too. And the Niffler likes shiny things. So here you can see the Niffler's putting some gold coins in his little pouch to keep for himself. So the Niffler is definitely an animal you have to look out for, because something that you really like might disappear. Number 6 is a favorite pet in animal who is a character's pet. And I'm going back to Harry Potter once again, and I am going to choose Crookshanks, who is Hermione's cat, and Fang, who is Hagrid's dog. Fang is just a cool character, perfect size, perfect fit for Hagrid. When you see him, he's always drooling, and I just really like watching Fang when you see him in his appearances in the movie. And with Crookshanks, again, I'm a cat person, and Crookshanks is a cat who I think I need to try to get to like me. Again, that Crookshanks isn't always the most people person, but I would like to be Crookshanks' friend, and if Crookshanks was my pet, I would give all the love, all the toys, and I mean, in the end, my pets, as long as we love each other, you don't need to be a people person. We have each other. Number 7 is a flying animal, an animal that can fly, and I'm gonna go with Buckbeak, which is a hippogriff from the Harry Potter series. And Buckbeak is just a cool character because he can fly and he helps out the characters in the book, and I just think it would be cool to be able to hop on my hippogriff and fly to get where I need to go, and Buckbeak is just an awesome animal character. Number 8 is an animal with a cool name, a unique name, and I'm going with Cheermee Meow from the Shadowhunter series. Cheermee Meow is Magnus Bang's cat, and I just thought that was a cool name, the Cheermee, and I mean meow, that's what a cat does, so I just thought it was a funky name for an animal to have, and I like when people can come up with unique names versus the same old thing. Lastly, number 9 is a scary animal, an animal that scares you, and I'm going to go with a Mockingjay from the Hunger Games series. Now, Mockingjays scare me more than maybe some of the bigger creatures because a Mockingjay can mess with your head. It is an animal that talks, which would be cool, but Mockingjays use their talking for evil. They can change their voice into your loved ones, and you can think they're hurt, something is wrong, because Mockingjays do get their voices or their words from stuff that like has happened, and you don't know if it's true or if it's just a different situation, and I think it would just mess with my head. It can manipulate you, and that is why I'm going with Mockingjay for an animal that scares me. So there you have it. There's the 9 different categories talking about for animals rule books tag, because animals need the love too. Yes, we love our characters, but there are so many different creatures and animals that also make the stories what they are. So please go ahead and give this tag a try. I would love to see what animals that you really appreciate in different books. Until next time, guys, remember to do what makes you happy and read on. Bye.